So today I want to share how $7 actually doubled my booking rate and my revenue and how it can do the same for you. Hi, I'm Jodianne Rowe, founder of the Event Certificate, and I work with event planners and wedding planners to help them market their business online. Now, if you're struggling with marketing your business and finding clients, do not hesitate to reach out to me, drop a comment below, or go to my website, www.eventcertificate.com. So what I really wanted to share today is a problem that I know a lot of event planners struggle with, and that I found myself in the same position a couple years ago, and how I changed that. So one of the things that I found a lot of event planners were always complaining about is that whenever it was a busy period and they were getting a lot of requests, sometimes they had people who would schedule appointments, set up consultation meetings, and then they would never show up. Now, I know you probably already know how that feels. You've taken the time to set up your calendar and set time in your schedule to actually be ready and present for this meeting. And then to have someone schedule that time, you're prepared for the meeting, and then they don't show up. Even worse is that they probably didn't even reach out to let you know that they wouldn't be attending the meeting. So here you've delayed your own time to do something that you could have actually been doing something else with that time. And you probably walk away from that feeling frustrated. Now, what usually happens, a lot of times, a lot of wedding planners or event planners would say to me, now what I feel like doing is actually charging for these sessions so that these people are not wasting my time. I'm gonna be honest. Usually my response to this is that I do not recommend charging. And in a way, I still don't, but I'm gonna explain why. So often when that happens and you move to the model of starting to charge for the session, people will slap a number on it equivalent to what an hour of their time is worth. So if you usually charge $100 an hour, then now you start charging $100 for a consultation session. Now, here's why that does not work in my opinion. If a client truly just wants to learn more about your company and if you're the best fit for them, paying $100 just to find that out just seems ridiculous. Think about it this way. If you had to go into the mall and you're browsing for a top and you want to walk from store to store, right? Well, your clients are doing the same thing. Now imagine you get to a store, let's say it's Old Navy, and they say to you, I'm sorry, but you have to pay $100 before you can enter the store because we want to guarantee that you're not wasting our time walking around and touching our items. You're probably going to walk away, am I right? Well, your potential clients are going to feel the same way. And that's one of the reasons that I usually recommend not to charge, because it acts as an additional barrier to a client being able to connect with you. Now, hear how my opinion has changed on this. So last year, when the pandemic happened in 2020 and everyone was home, my calendar got super busy. And I'll be honest, myself, I wanted to ensure that I was also available to support my clients, but also to support a lot of the other planners in my community who I know were also struggling with getting their business off the ground or just finding clients during this very difficult time. So what I also did was I opened my calendar a lot more and I got a ton of more bookings. So people were scheduling sessions left, right, and center. Here's the other thing. Now I've started to experience exactly what a lot of planners are complaining about. I had people booking so much and then a ton of them were not showing up to the meetings. Now, of course, this led to some frustration on my part, like I know a lot of you probably already struggle with. So I started feeling frustrated because one of the things I know I do before every meeting is that I do prepare. I look at the person's business on their website. I do some background research. So I actually take time outside of the meeting to get ready for that meeting. So when you don't show up, it was very frustrating. And then I was speaking to someone and she recommended something that I actually never thought of. And she said she actually was having a similar problem, and what she did was she started to add a fee to her booking consultation, right? And as you guys know, I don't agree with this. So I said to her, nah, I don't agree with this. I don't believe in charging people for shopping around. But then she gave me the tip. She said, hold up. Well, I don't think you should charge them your full rate. Where you're gonna charge them is just a fraction of what you would typically have charged an actual client just for them to get access. So I tested it out, right? I decided to go ahead and I added a $7 fee to my consultation appointment. So if you wanted to do a discovery call with me or any type of just a quick meeting to pick my brain or see if I was the person you wanted to work with, you had to pay $7. Now, $7 is not my going rate. It's ridiculously low. But here's one of the things I found out after I put it on. One, it started to weed out all the people that would schedule appointments and not show up. Since I've added that $7, a couple of things have happened. 90% of all the people who actually schedule a call with me end up booking. In fact, that number is actually getting higher right now as I move further into the year. And here's the other thing. It also led to people who were more interested in actually working on their business, because to them, paying $7 to get access to me was nothing, which meant that they were already in the frame of mind where they were serious about their business, they were ready to get help, they just had questions and they needed certain things clarified before they actually took the next step. So I wanted to share my experience on how that $7 completely changed my booking rate as well as my revenue, and how it can probably change yours. So if you're an event planner or wedding planner and you've been struggling with having clients who book your meetings and they don't show up, yeah, I'm gonna recommend you test it out. I want you to add a fee, make it low, anything like $10 or lower, add a little fee where they have to pay to get access to you. And I'm telling you, you will probably see a huge difference. Now, I'm gonna warn you, the amount of people that actually schedule sessions with you is gonna be lower. But that's a good thing, because the people who hesitated to pay the $7 to access me, I knew were people that probably weren't gonna show up to the call in the first place, or they were coming on the call basically to just waste my time and think that they were gonna get their entire business fixed in one session where it's really just an opportunity to discuss a quick problem and see if I can help you. Now, what I want you to do when you test it out, I actually want you to pay attention to your numbers. Make a note of what your booking rate was before you added that little fee and what it is after. Because one of the things I noticed, as I said, was that my booking rate increased dramatically, but it also led to a booking in my revenue. So I saw lower numbers in terms of the amount of scheduled appointments, but I saw a higher number of people who actually hired me. So I want you to go ahead and test it out. Come back and let me know what the results are. Drop it in the comments below. Come and find me on Instagram at Event Certificate and just let me know what your experience has been. Because I promise you, if done right, you'll probably fix the problem of having a lot of people sign up and not showing up to your meetings. Now, thank you so much for watching, and of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.